Hi, in today's video I will show the steps of a perfect overhead or smash. I will also show you some common mistakes I see on tennis court and how to correct them. If you're new to this channel, my name is Patrik Broddfelt, a tennis coach in Norway. So let's get started with the first step. Is when you're ready position here in a volley position. I made other videos about the volley. I will link in the description above. But you want the continental grip here. And when you see the high ball coming, what you want to do here is making a uniturn with both hands like this. The reason for that is when you make a miss uniturn, you will be sideways to the net. And your racket and left hand, non-dominant hand, will be in correct position. A common mistake I see is doing this, waiting with a racket here and going. What that will lead to is the elbow will be in wrong position and you will be facing to the net. Yeah, it's a lot of things that makes it complicated. Yes, you can still hit overheads like this, but it will make it more complicated. So what you want to do is ready position, having that uniturn with both hands. And now that left hand will be pointing towards the ball or the ceiling in this case. And if I'm standing this way, I have a uniturn. Look at my racket, my elbow. Everything will be in correct place. Okay, so I'm standing here, having the uniturn, taking that right leg back and stepping sideways or forward. So the key here is to have a uniturn as soon as you see the high ball coming towards you. Uniturn, side steps, don't let go of the racket too early, and then bam. As you know, if you're holding the continental grip, then you make contact here. What you have to do then is pronate. You have to rotate your shoulder inwards and turning your elbow. So you come into this position. From here, you can let the racket go this way, or you can pronate further. And then you will end up in this position, kind of like Pete Sampras. If you've seen old photos of him, and same with Federer. Bam. Yes, you can use a forehand grip, this grip here. Only thing I don't like about it is it's much harder to get the ball into the courts. But it's no problem to hit overheads like this. I even do it myself sometimes, but I believe everybody should learn the correct way first, because you have more options here to control the ball. So you're having the uniturn, getting the left arm up. I want you to have that left hand up as long as possible, and bam. If you let go of that left hand too early, then everything will go to the net probably. So make sure you're having that left hand up. What that also makes sure is that your weight will be on the right leg when you're making this uniturn. So make sure you're not going up in a trophy position like this. Like I said, everything will be unstable. It's like having unstable plane. It's like, where shall my hands go? If I'm just doing the uniturn, everything will be in a perfect position. I believe the overhead is much easier than the serve. In a way, it's shorter and easier take back. Serve is a little bit more complicated with the rhythm and stuff. But it's the same shot almost, except the beginning of this overhead. When you make contact, another key there is to be sideways. You don't want to have your feet like open this way, because then you will have a tendency to hit into the net. So it's really important to be sideways when you're hitting your overhead. It will make it much easier. Another common mistake I see is trying to aim in the service box here and hitting as hard as possible. The reason I don't like it is because we bounce here, and the second bounce will be here. And it's be really easy for your opponent to just block it back, hit you another lob or a passing shot. So if you're hitting into the service box, you have to make sure it goes over the wall there, okay, or the fence. It has to go over the wall or fence. Otherwise, we have a nice, perfect ball. The best position to aim for is in this position here. Then you have plenty space, safety space out to the singles line and base line. So if you're aiming here, this spot, if you get the overhead a little bit deeper, it will feel much more faster ball for your opponent. So the deeper the ball is, the faster it will be towards them. They will have less time to react. Even though you're not hitting it harder, it's just more penetrating ball, and it will feel a lot faster. So if you want to hit it into the service box, make bounces over your opponent. Other ways, look at this. I hit in the service box, second bounce will bounce perfectly to your opponent. Okay? So it's much better to aim at the balls over there, just in front. The ball will feel much faster for your opponent. It's hard for them to make a passing shot or another lob against you. Okay? Let's recap. So the keys are: number 1, the grip, ready position. Number 2, having a uniturn, getting that right leg, if you're right-handed, back, sidestep to the ball, release, point at the ball here, make contact, and then you want to pronate. If you're unsure about the pronation, I have a serve video about the pronation that you can watch. A lot of drills, I believe it's 7 drills you can practice on. Until then, I'll see you next time.